Welcome to the fifth course of solid food on the subject of the Christian vote, also applicable to the religious vote in general. I would like to talk about what my dilemmas and options are if I decide to vote. For which candidate, party, or platform should I vote? If I decide to exercise my right to vote, what should I do if I agree with several of the proposals and positions of candidate A, but her platform includes most of the 12 human rights mentioned in the third course, which includes support for abortion even to the point of the child's viability, absolute and outspoken support for lifestyles and gender identities held by our Creator to be unnatural, and explicit affirmations against religious liberty and freedom of speech, among other positions that the majority of Christians and many other religious people consider as an affront to their beliefs? This candidate's radical left positions are approved and promoted, to be sure, by a substantial percentage, if not a majority, of the voters of the country of my earthly citizenship. My dilemma is that at least 10 of the 12 human rights identified are explicitly rejected and condemned by the celestial intellect that conceived and brought into existence the human race, setting for all its constituents his own norms of morality and conduct in virtue of being the one who made it possible for them to be procreated and live an average of 80 years on planet Earth. I could give my vote to candidate A, my decision being interpreted unavoidably as agreement with and support for her positions and agendas censured by the creator of the human race. Or I could vote for her opponent, candidate B, or I could opt to not participate in the electoral process. Now then, the platform of candidate B includes, for example, opposition to abortion, except for life-threatening danger to the mother, strong opposition to lifestyles and gender identities held by him to be unnatural, and explicit affirmations in favor of religious liberty. These are positions that I approve because they are aligned with norms stated in the sacred writings of the New Testament of Jesus Christ, which govern the spiritual kingdom not of this world. However, I am not happy with some of his agendas and proposals, do not approve of his social status, divorced and remarried twice, in neither case because of marital infidelity, and find gross, even highly offensive, some of his off-the-cuff remarks, exclamations, and curse words. What should I do? My personal response is this: to do that which seems to me to be most intelligent, wise, and necessary course of action, given the moral, spiritual, religious, social currents that I discern in the secular, material, political nation where I live and vote. Because said currents I hold to be of greater importance to the well-being and future of my earthly nation even than the platform planks on the economy, security of the homeland, international relations, military preparedness, ecology, infrastructure improvement and expansion, immigration, and space exploration. I have this conviction because, according to my humble understanding of these vast, multifaceted subjects, the moral, philosophical, and religious weakening, sickening, corruption, and degradation of the soul of a nation may result in its progressive deterioration and eventual downfall, despite its growing material enrichment, technological dominance, and military dominance. Is not the legitimacy of this reasoning amply substantiated by the rise and fall of past nations and empires? So I will vote for the platform that boldly, courageously, and unreservedly proclaims support for moral integrity in the personal, commercial, educational, and governmental realms, rejection of unnatural gender and social identifications, respect for the human life in the womb, and zero pressure to conform with the demands of identity politics and the left's radical social agendas on citizens, businesses, schools, universities, media, churches, and other religions, at the cost of penalties and reprisals if they do not conform. Surely every thinking, analytical citizen would understand that a person's vote for any politician, party, or government does not necessarily signify total and unconditional support for everything that the person or entity represents, espouses, and does or does not do. Along this same line, when as a Christian I cast my vote in an earthly election, the sovereign king of the spiritual kingdom knows my reasons, intentions, and reservations, not interpreting my vote, I believe, as blanket approval for absolutely all that the beneficiary of my vote is, says, and does. This is the end of the 5th course of solid food on the subject of the Christian vote. I hope you found the information insightful and thought-provoking, and perhaps also convincing you of what is the path forward for your own vote. May God bless you and keep you and your loved ones in His graces and care.